You're the top pick because that was the worst team in the NFL the year before. My issue is when I was the first pick, I went into a locker room of losers. Guys didn't know how to win. Guys didn't know how to prepare.
Steve Smith, Sr., all right? He said, I've watched and listened from afar as you, Cam Newton, talked about the Panthers. None of us are perfect. Yes, we were 2-14 before you blessed us with your presence. The way you have talked about the Panthers lately, I'm very disappointed. I wish you nothing but the very best. I'm done. 53-man locker room, -1, 52 losers. Wow, breaking news to 89.
When did we become so sensitive? Like, when did we become so sensitive to really speaking what the reality is? A locker room full of losers, aggressive, but it's true. I receive what Steve Smith says because, of course, he takes it personal as a competitor that I know he is. He was in that locker room that was 2-14. Jonathan Stewart was in that locker room was 2-14. I'm not specifically talking about those guys. I'm specifically talking about the culture that was there prior to me coming into the locker room, right? And it was a loser's mentality. Even the following year when we went 6-10, there was a lot of losing mentality that was in that locker room.
And that was you on the team.
Including me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you are what your record tells you that you are.
And that was Cam discussing.
He spoke facts.
You're 2-14. What kind of attitude you think in that locker room?
Right, that's losing mentality.
That's loser mentality. He's right.
And then the fact of the matter is, you talking about Cam, he came in the league, he won a national title, and he was a Heisman Trophy winner. He's a winner. You feel what I'm saying? This came from a winning program, so he come into a losing program. That's the reason why he was the #1 pick in the draft. And then he came back and followed up and said, when we went 6-10, we had a losing
mentality.
And the record spoke for itself.
Cam, and you say what you want, change that culture.
He did.
Cam changed that culture. So he gets the benefit of the doubt.
They went to their second Super Bowl in Panthers history.
Yeah, he gets the benefit of the doubt. I believe in this.
It's a shame how they trying to erase his memory there at the Panthers. Like,
why are they doing that?
Because I believe it's ownership. Because the fact
the
that
same owner, right?
No, it's the second one. Tepper, I think he was the second.
Yeah, like they've been through a couple.
But Tepper, he's like he's the opposite of Jerry Jones. You feel what I'm saying? Him and Jerry Jones is the exact same way, but he spends money. And then the fact of the matter is, and I believe it all came back when they got rid of Cam. They had a losing season, or they had a season that was in fluctuating to where
they got rid of him.
They had the year they did get rid of him. Then I think they brung him back. When they brung him back, when they had an opportunity to win, to get in the playoff, they were trying to use his image to boost the morality of Panther Nation and stuff like that. And then when they lost that game to where they could have gotten a playoff and stuff, they got rid of his ass, and they haven't celebrated him like how they did other Panthers.
A more popular Panther player than Cam Newton. Name one.
Well, you know they're gonna name Luke Kuechly and shit like that.
Nah. Like, and I see what you're saying, but they're, to me.
Yeah, Cam
is the biggest Charlotte Panther all time.
Or Sam Mills, he came from another team. So
who's my boy Green?
Yeah.
Kevin Green was?
Yeah, Kevin Green too. He's from Green Bay.
To me,
yeah, Cam Newton.
The biggest Panther of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll give him that. So it is definitely disrespectful.
And they
over Steve Smith?
I think it's over.
Over Steve Smith.
I think it's over.
It's over Steve Smith. Because you gotta understand,
Steve Smith never won MVP.
He never won MVP.
I'm just and I could be wrong. Everybody's gonna have a different, but I think Cam
he is. He is.
Who else besides Steve Smith? Steve Smith is in competition. Other than those two, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Steve Smith, Sam Newton, Cam Newton.
I would say whatchamacallit.
Yeah, you know the ones.
Nah,
you gonna say Jake DeLone?
No. McCaffrey.
Yeah, but when he was at the Panthers though, he stayed hurt. So he really wasn't. He didn't start doing.
But two contenders.
Right. He ain't started doing none of that shit after 49. It's Cam and Steve Smith.
Those
Smith.
are like the only
That's Cam and Steve Smith.
That's like naming the best Bobcat.
Crash.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yes.
it.
Crash was the Olsen.
It's still
might be
Cam.
third or fourth.
Yeah, he like third or fourth, but it's still Cam.
It's Cam.
He won the most valuable player on that in Panther history.
Y'all don't disagree with Cam.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You're
And
2-14.
And then he turned around and said when we was 6-10, it was the same losing mentality.
What kind of mentality you got at 2-14?
What kind of mentality you sick? If you lose it, if you got a losing record, you lose. That's a losing mentality. You can't win. We can't seem to lock in and get the key plays and get the victory. Shit like
I
that.
can't fault Cam. Nah, he's on point.
He
with
spoke
that.
on it.
Okay.